the runs that he's just basically batshit crazy, those are the best ones.
The Joker.
Yeah. That's what I like. When I just see a batshit crazy Joker, killing Robin, and just making a mess out of people.
Yeah, where he cuts off his face and then
glues
it
so
back
good
together to his face, and
nobody does it except the Joker, right?
Yeah,
and that's why
in that one, he fights Batman and they almost die. They both pretty much almost.
And he
die.
enjoys it.
He loves it.
Yeah, he loves that stuff, man.
And that's why he's so crazy.
I think that's
because you can't reason with him.
Yep. And that makes him an interesting villain. And then if you compare him to something like Killmonger, for instance, Killmonger is a really good villain as well, but in his own way.
Yeah.
Because he's not crazy. He just has like a good.
He's like a villain that's like he believes he's the hero of his own story.
Yeah.
And those are usually good villains. But the Joker, he's just crazy, and he just loves craziness and insanity and killing people. And that's why he's so
messed
scary.
up. And the cool thing about him is as well, and villains like that, they know they're messed up. They are aware of them being messed up, but they enjoy it. So they're like, I don't care.
Those are the coolest ones.
Yeah, I like that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that one guy, what's his name? The biggest villain for Superman.
Lex Luthor.
No.
Doomsday.
Yeah, that's why I think Doomsday.
Yeah, because
is freaking
he's
boring.
like this unstoppable beast.
Yeah, but I think
he's boring.
Doomsday is pretty boring because the thing is, he is just an unstoppable beast. That's it. I mean, the fights are really cool.
He poses a great threat to.
Yeah.
And in that way, he's pretty interesting.
Yeah, but that's because
he's basically unbeatable. Because if you kill him, he just comes back stronger.
I think that's why he only works with Superman. Because if you pit him against somebody else, it would be boring.
Yeah, because Superman is supposed to be stronger than everything. And then if he loses, then it's like, whoa.
Yep. And that's, this week is like the 80th anniversary of Superman.
Right? Yeah.
And there was some guy who made a video, and there are like 300 plus versions of Superman out there. And that's like talking about movies and comics and other stuff and video games and blah, blah, blah. And still, I think one of the strongest is the 9000 one? Or 9000, the golden one.
Oh, yeah.
Where he sits in the sun for
he
comes out of it and he's
and
like,
he's golden.
I am a god.
I am a god. Yeah, that one's...
Fear me.
Called? Like Superman...
I think it's 9000 or something. Superman something.
Prime?
Yeah.
Superman Prime or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, that one's broken.
But I thought it was really cool.
Then he's basically God. Like he can do anything. Really.
There's some like panels that you see him sitting on a throne and stuff, and he's just made out of gold. It looks so cool. But I think that's like, see, the thing with Superman is, because it's his anniversary, so we can like talk about it a little bit. But like you'll either love him or hate him because the way that he's written, makes him broken, and then they start writing comics about him, and they try to make him relatable. But that's really hard because this guy is basically unbeatable.
Yep.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah, we are looking at the panel now.
Whoa. Yeah. Superman Prime is broken. Yep. But I don't know the story.
I haven't read the comic,
so
I should. But
maybe in the story it makes sense.
Yeah, that he
has a reason for why
becoming a god.
For why he was sitting in the sun for days.
For a long time, yeah. And I like in that sense. I like Supergirl's comics. Don't like I watched season 1 and 2 of the TV series.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Oh, yeah.
Don't just.
I've seen like bits of it on YouTube.
It's cringy.
God, it looks horrible.
It is
Jesus.
not. See, the thing with the cool thing with the comics is that Supergirl is basically, she's way stronger than Superman, because when she got they got shot out of this is one run. There are like multiple runs, but she got shot out of the exploding planet, and then she like bathed in the sun for a really, really long time, and then she crashed on Earth. And like Superman, he crashed on Earth like almost instantly, so that's why she came there later. But because she bathed in the sun for such a long time, her like sun reserves or like the stuff that like the power. Because they get power from the sun. It's bigger, and that's why she's way stronger than Superman. And the first time when they meet, like, it's cool that she's uncontrolled and stuff, and she doesn't know how to control her powers. And Superman tries to fight her, and he just gets wrecked. She kicks him, and like her heat vision goes off, and it's like a super big beam. So I think she's maybe people hate me for it, but I think she's a more interesting character than Clark
Superman.
Kent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but that's weird because if Supergirl is way stronger than Superman, then that's weird because all the fights are usually like Superman versus Goku or Superman versus Hulk.
But he's more known, and it's a guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably a big thing as well, that it's a guy, and he's more known. And like Superman he is promoted as this deep character that like he's really strong, but he has this human side as well. But he's not a human. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. That he is an alien.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He is an alien posing as a human being, with like that he has bad eyes and stuff, but it's freaking fake.
Yeah, the glasses, the disguise.
That's the most stupidest thing about Superman.
Well,
by the way.
no,
come on,
like hiding in plain sight. It's I mean, it works.
In the comics, it does. Yo,
I
for
mean,
real, the only thing he does, he has the same haircut. The only thing he has is like his freaking glasses, man.
And he acts very differently.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I agree with that. But
I mean, like, do people know exactly what Superman looks like? Like, if he were,
yeah, but see,
if he's like right in front of your face and he just acts all weird and he wears glasses, then I guess you won't think that he's Superman.
Yeah, but see, the funny thing is, like, and that's, I guess, it's not a good thing, but it's a thing that happens in the series. In the Supergirl series, she works at the Daily
Planet?
At least, no, she works at Catco Industries.
Okay.
And the CEO of Catco Industries, she's friends with Supergirl, but Supergirl herself, Kara Danvers, she also works at Catco Industries as an intern.
Right.
And then sometimes, like the CEO, she meets with Supergirl. So she runs out, and then she dresses up and then flies over. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And eventually, in the series, it's revealed that like Cat Grant, the CEO, she already knew, because she's like, the only thing you're wearing is a freaking glasses. That she states it. She's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I already freaking noticed, but I didn't really care. And that was that was enjoyable.
Yeah, but that's just like in Man of Steel, when when Clark at the very end like comes into the Daily Planet and he starts working there. Then Lois sees him and she like instantly knows, like, okay, it's him.
Come on.
But that was cool because in real life, like,
Yeah, come on.
you would know that it's him. Yeah.
But I mean, comic book magic.
Comic book magic.
And I mean, on the like that's a good segue for our next topic. Comic book magic. We were of course talking about Infinity War.
Yes.
6 days.
Well, here it's even less.
We are not gonna.
We could watch it like on Tuesday freaking night.
In the middle of the night till like 3 in the morning, and then go to work at 6 in the morning the next day. Yeah.
Hey.
3 hours of sleep. We wanna, but we can't.
Nope.
Because we are responsible people.
Yes. We have an oath to fulfill.
Yes.
So we cannot abandon it. And it I mean, the oath has stood.
Yeah, you should explain it though.
The oath
Yeah.
that we've made.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it was...
Backtrack.
Way, like, 3 years ago. Age of Ultron, we went. Like, Dan, me, and another friend of ours. He's a real-life pirate. And we went to the Age of Ultron midnight premiere. And after we saw it, like, we were ready to go home, we made a pact. An oath. We like cut our hands with knives, and
that was
like,
glorious, man. And we linked our arms and stuff, and the
then
blood
we
linked,
shook
man.
hands with all the blood everywhere.
Naked.
Don't
What?
tell him that.
I of course had clothes on my body.
Yes, we were covered in war paint, and we had a campfire. We were smoking things. Okay, and we made a pact. We were like, we don't know where we're gonna be in 3 years or what we're gonna be doing, but we will go to Avengers Infinity War together.
Yeah. It was pretty epic, by
like,
the way.
the idea was to go to the midnight release of Infinity War, but it's not possible now. But we will go next Saturday.
Yeah.
And then Sunday after, we will have the
Like
most epic podcast of all time, because we will be
fresh.
talking about Infinity War,
we will be covered in.
covered in goo and human secretions.
Yes. Human feces.
Yeah, because we will go ape shit in the theater. We will start flinging feces all over the place. Like, oh man, I don't think I'm ready for this movie, man. Because this is like the end of an era, really. Because Avengers
But the start
4,
of a new one, though.
yeah, but really,
It's
if you
the
think
end of
about
our
it,
childhood,
it's like,
though. Yeah.
do you really care after this?
Yes and no. See, the thing is,
Like, you go on, like, Phase 4 will be, like Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Black Panther,
but
Guardians.
they are not
But
close
they're
to the
not
heart.
Captain America. They're not Iron Man. You know, that, like the Phase 1 heroes, man. Like the OGs.
And we know we need to kill them off. We need to.
Like, yeah, I mean, they can't go on forever.
They still need to
Like,
stop milking the
gonna
cow at this
have-
point. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, all good things come to an end.
But it's in that sense, it's good that it comes to an end because I mean they need to stop milking the cow and
Like, yeah, I mean, if you go on for too long, then it's gonna be like, oh, okay,
they ain't
whatever.
gonna get
Like,
something.
you need to
like,
stop in like the prime moment, I guess. Because if you go on way too long, then people are gonna be like, maybe get bored of it.
Yeah, then
Like, because now this is like a drastic sort of movie and a drastic story thing where Thanos hopefully kills some people.
yeah, we
and
are
basically destroys shit.
because we were talking about like the fact that we already know because we of course saw it in the trailer that he pushes down on the hands of Captain America and Captain America stops him.
Yeah.
We have talked about this issue. I mean, it's not an issue. It's
not
like
an issue. I mean, like, the MCU power levels are flipped up.
they are weird,
They're weird because some characters are like
underpowered.
underpowered. A lot of them are underpowered
Compared to the
Especially
comics,
Compared to the comics,
Yeah.
yes. Like Thor, for example, Hulk,
Spider-Man as well, though.
Spider-Man. Yeah,
But
all of them,
in
really.
that sense, up until this point, pretty much everybody.
yeah.
I mean,
but
you could say that
the
Captain
whole-
America is underpowered as well. You could
Oh
state,
yeah,
yeah.
Like if you see the things that he does in the comics,
Yeah.
nothing compared to what he does in the movies. But like, I guess the whole point of the MCU is to make those Marvel heroes like in our world,
and more real.
like more realistic. So it would kind of, from
It
that
makes
perspective,
sense.
it makes sense that they're not like crazy strong like in the comics.
Because then they're more relatable. At least because you see them jumping, and you're like, oh, I could do that as well.
Yeah, I mean, because if they're actually as strong as in the comics, then they're basically all gods, and then they
Yeah.
can just destroy everything, and then you wouldn't really have a movie, I think.
And that was a cool part in Civil War as well, where like eventually in the comics they state like, see, the problem is we are all like broken. We are all way too powerful. We are like close to gods, and that's not a good thing. We should be regulated.
Yeah.
You see that?
There's, yeah. I mean, but, yeah, in the movies, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and the thing is like,
Like, the Thanos pushing, like, Cap holding Thanos' hand, like, I mean, I think it's freaking awesome.
see, and that's the thing about it.
But, like,
the
it's
scene
cool,
itself, it's cool.
But in terms, like,
Doesn't
it
make
just
any
depends
sense,
on
though.
how strong they're gonna make Thanos.
Yeah,
Because
but-
there's also this clip of, like, Spider-Man, like, swinging, and then he, like, kicks Thanos in
and
the
Spider-Man was struggling against the freaking guy with the
Cap
robot
beat
suit.
him in Civil War.
Yeah, and I mean,
And,
so
like, Vulture, like, owned
yeah,
him.
and Vulture. I'm just gonna put it out there. He is weak, man. I'm not.
He's just a dude in a suit.
He's a dude
And
in the suit.
Thanos is freaking Thanos.
That man can like in the
Like,
comics, he can snap
yeah.
his fingers and like
And destroy everything. But,
change reality.
like, he's supposed to be able to just backhand the Hulk with ease. And
he could
just
make
the Hulk
you-
flies off.
He could make you grow a dick out of the front of your face. He can literally
Well,
do
he can
anything.
alter reality.
Yeah,
so,
see,
yeah.
that's the thing. He could.
He could if he wanted to. It would be a very different movie if he did. He just made dicks grow out of everyone's faces.
We talked about the issue that we were like that. I was saying like, see, if I see that it's gonna take me out of the movie, and I just hope that at least in the movie itself, it makes sense. See, then I would still be in, because if there's one scene where like the Hulk runs up to Thanos and Thanos like bats him away, and then like half an hour later he's like pushing down on Captain America and Captain America's forcing him back. See, then I would be like, then I would call
like,
yes. I would say.
Then it's kind of questionable, like how strong Thanos is. It's like, oh well,
that doesn't make
he was using the Infinity Gauntlet with the Hulk and not with Captain America. Like, there's always like gonna be stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know what? Flip it. You know,
flip it.
Just watch the movie. It's gonna be epic, man.
And we just looked at some of the like, how you call it, the
box office stuff.
It looks promising, man.
Yeah, Infinity War, like the pre-sales already made.
Come on,
it's like more than all 7 last Marvel movies combined.
I mean,
like Black Panther, Thor Ragnarok, Civil War.
Come on,
the last 7 combined.
See, the weird thing is, like, I have friends, right, that didn't see all the movies coming up to this, but they are like, my man, I'm gonna go to
I'm gonna watch
this movie in the opening weekend. I'm like, but
that's the same thing with the first Avengers.
Yeah,
because I mean
they start watching the movies after. Yeah.
Because when the first Avengers came out, like only Phase 1 had happened, and
a couple of movies.
Like then not a whole. Not as much as now. Like people saw those movies, but it wasn't as big as it is now, and still. Like everyone went to Avengers,
right? Because it was
even like non-comic book fans.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like friends of mine, like definitely, they are like, comics are weird, bro. You're another kid, right?
Yeah, and then
they go to this movie, and then they're like, oh wait, it's actually
cool,
a good movie. Let's watch more in my free time, but just don't tell anybody.
Yeah,
because I will seem weird.
Yep.
But that's the thing. This movie, it's gonna break some records.
It's gonna break the universe.
The weird thing is, it isn't even released and it already broke records. So I mean, we're on a roll.
Owning everything, and it's not even out yet.
It's like if it's like a class with kids or stuff. It's like the bully that sits on like 7 people's heads and it's like, I own you now.
Yeah.
Like freaking breaks all the moves and beats them up, even before school starts, even before the freaking bell rings.
Yep.
It's a freaking set. But it's awesome. I'm enjoying the ride.
Like the lead up is always
the excitement, the enticement, it's freaking.
The enticement, yes.
Yeah, but
we are enticed.
Yes.
By the movie.
My pants, everything. It's on fire, man.
Oh man.
And that's what I think the Russo brothers also became good at, because in the beginning, like with Phase 1 and stuff, like the anticipation to the movie, we of course,
we were
excited and hyped and blah blah. But then there was not really a journey to the movie, right? It was just the movie was there and they just gave it to people and it's there.
But back then we weren't really into like the MCU as we are now, because it wasn't as big yet.
It wasn't as big, and that's the thing. And I think now with this movie, they have made so many movies now.
18
that they know how to like deal with the road to the movie and how to create excitement, how to create hype, and even with the comics itself, the comics that runs now, how they're like putting out new comics and they're like announcing new stuff. Like this week, there's new Fantastic Four stuff announced as well. That's stuff like that. They're like they know what they're doing holistically now.
Like,
and that
all
makes
of
it
Marvel.
All of Marvel, even with like the series and the comics, the movies, on social media. I mean, don't go on Instagram though.
No, don't.
Like I am unfollowing.
Try to stay away from social media.
I am unfollowing some people because they spoil stuff.
Oh yeah,
and I don't even know why they do it. Why would you torture people?
Well, because personal gain is what that is.
But but that's the thing. I literally don't know anybody who would want to see that stuff.
Because no one wants to see it.
No.
Like, you don't want the movie spoiled for you. Like, there's only like a handful of people that actually know the full plot of Infinity War. Like,
they did a good job.
Russos know it, and probably Kevin Feige and Marcus and McFeely, the writers, and
the
maybe like
know.
A few others. But like the actors, they only know their stuff.
They
don't know. No one, almost no one, has read the whole script. That's crazy. Like that's never happened before.
But that's good because they know how the 2018 environment is broken as flip.
And they know that Mark Ruffalo and Tom Holland will freaking spoil
because
things.
the Tom Holland, bro, that man.
But Ruffalo as well, man. Ruffalo,
yeah, but
he will.
But Ruffalo, I think Ruffalo is making a joke. He's making fun.
No, he's just an idiot. Like he spoils things like, oh shit, no.
Oh, I couldn't say it right, and then here's like,
okay, well that's out now. Yep.
And freaking Tom Holland, that man, he seems brain dead sometimes, man. It's freaking. He's at an interview and he's like, my agent's gonna kill me.
Yep. Oh.
He's on the Instagram stories and he's like, Instagram live, oh flip.
Yeah, that was with Ruffalo. Like Instagram live, like the first 10 minutes of Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, man. He's like,
Or like the video when Tom Holland like revealed like the Avengers Infinity War posters. Mm-hmm. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh shit, confidential, like don't show. And it's like, oh shit, and then he cut out the camera. Like I mean, stuff like that. It's so stupid that it's probably
they can't be that stupid.
They can't be that stupid. It's probably planned.
That's the thing. I think
it's probably like, oh yeah, just open this and just make it seem.
I think it's all creating hype. It's all creating hype because nobody's gonna like put on confidential that big on a freaking box. Look freaking like. I mean, come on.
He's not that dumb, man.
He's not that dumb. I mean, this guy is an actor, and
actors.
Let's not start.
No.
Let's not
start right.
Let's not start right. But yeah, I mean.
Yeah, Infinity War, man.
We are hyped. We are. My body is ready at this point. My
body is ready, but I don't know if I'm not ready for Steve to go, man.
But he needs to go. They need to.
Yeah, I know.
Stark and Steve need to go.
It was. Yeah, I mean, for his character and his story, it would be a very satisfying ending for him.
An epic.
Yes.
He's beaten by the strongest guy in the whole.
I mean, if he goes out, he needs to it needs to be epic.
Yeah, but he needs to.
He needs to by saving
somebody, and then I want him to die brutally, and then the music cut out, and then I want that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like cut out the music and rip out his spine or something. Make it brutal, but then make it epic as well, and then the music
like usually in movies, like they have like death scenes. They're like mortally wounded, and then they're like on the ground, all flipped up.
And then they die slowly.
One character like comes up to them, and they have like the final sort of like Boromir, right?
Yeah. But I want something different now. I want like an abrupt ending. That he's saving somebody.
Like Thanos just picks him up and just rips him in two.
Yeah, but not randomly. I want like he's like saving somebody, and then Thanos is like, okay, I'm done with playing with you, because that's the thing that he says in the comics as well. He's like fighting with them, blah blah, and then eventually he just says, okay guys, I'm done playing. Okay, I'm done. And then he just freaking destroys them. And I want that to happen in a movie where it's like, oh, that's a great fight, and the people, like, Spider-Man is kicking him, and he's pushing down on Captain America, and like he's trying to hold him off, and then eventually he's just like, guys, I'm done, and then he just freaking destroys them. Yeah. Just like humiliates them, and then kills Cap, and then kills Tony Stark, and he wants to kill them more, and then the rest like flees. That would be really cool.
Like I have no idea what they're gonna do,
and that is great,
and that's awesome. Like,
that's awesome.
You just like the fact that you don't know just freaking kills you. Like
because I remember with Civil War, I was kind of sure what was gonna happen. There weren't like really big reveals in the movie. It was a good movie, but I mean, there weren't like whoa.
Like it showed the airport scene in the trailers. Yeah, and it showed like the final scene.
We were pretty sure what was going to happen.
So you knew that Cap, Bucky, and Tony were gonna fight like with three of them.
It was epic, trailer. But it wasn't like a move that you're like, oh whoa, that happened. We are all.
But in the movie, amazed. Like with Civil War, like when that final fight happens, like when we saw it for the first time, that was pretty crazy, man.
Yeah, of course, it's pretty
like
crazy.
That Steve like almost freaking kills Tony.
Yeah. But we're all sure there wasn't going to happen in that movie. I remember
we didn't know.
Yeah, but I remember going into the movie, and we are all pretty sure. Like, I mean, we still got Infinity War.
Yeah.
So they're not going to die.
Well,
didn't make it a bad movie though. But
like for Civil War, like a lot of the, what's the word? The speculation was that Hawkeye was going to die.
Yeah, and that was. I mean, that was something.
No one died. Like it was Civil War. Like everyone expected someone to die. Yeah. And then no one died, and now with Infinity War, like
everyone expects someone to die, and then we know who's going to die. Yeah. Kinda, sorta.
Like, people are, I guess.
But people are speculating.
Hesitant, like, well, they say that Hawkeye as well. Die, but are they really?
People are speculating Hawkeye as well because apparently he's not in any of the
He's not in any of the promotional art.
And then somebody
But
said that
like the Russo said that was just for a reason, you know.
Yeah,
He
because
has, like a special storyline.
Storyline. Maybe
I don't think Hawkeye's gonna die.
I hope his family gets killed.
Whoa.
See, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Because then he will get angry and stuff, and then he will become like freaking dark and start killing.
Ronin.
Yeah, and that would make sense. Yeah, and then his family dies, and then afterwards Tony Stark dies.
His family.
Yo, but I think the family can be killed by some of those creatures. That could happen. I mean, I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm fine with it.
It would be weird, like logistically, if his family dies.
Why?
Because his family is like at a random farm in America.
Yeah, I know, but they attack, like they start spreading and stuff.
But they attack Wakanda.
Yeah.
And then they would have to go from Wakanda all the way to some random farm.
But maybe more of those,
they don't even know that that's his family.
Maybe more of those spinning things are like over the world or something.
Oh yeah, maybe.
But I'm still not sure what those spinning things are.
Nope. Maybe are they like portals?
Yeah, but the thing is, that man doesn't need a freaking portal because he has.
But the other guys do.
No, but I think he can make a portal and take. He can just open a rift and then.
Yeah, but
walk
like
through
the Black Order and all the aliens. But
there's
this weird cocoon thing that drops.
Yeah.
And then lands. Like that's probably like the army.
Yeah, and then
aliens.
they come out of it, and then. Yeah. It could be like, well, because you see it even eventually like broken crashing and blah blah. You see all those alien ships. So I think maybe that will start spinning and then create a portal, and then like his whole fleet will come through it, and then he just like opens up a portal and like walks in, and the Black Order is in his back, and they like go to the portal as well, and then the portal closes, and then he's like, "Let's go, let's get myself some stones."
Yeah, there was like, again, the friggin' Instagram spoilers. Like there was this one shot of. Like everyone charging, like Black Panther and then Stephen Bucky are there, and Natasha and the Hulkbuster is behind them, and M'Baku is there as well, and they're all like charging like that. Freaking epic! But that was like a different shot than from the trailers. That was like that was in the front, and it was like so Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
freaking epic!
Like big,
it's like
big
Black
plane.
Gate, but with the Avengers.
Yeah. And not many movies do it. They have like big fights, like
this is
big
like
planes,
war, man. It is literally like just a plane, and with a big battle, just like in history. There was always like this big ass, field, and then they would fight. So yeah, it's cool.
I'm so hyped.
Yeah, and they create like this giant shield, and then all the aliens.
Yeah, like they get all fight and stuff, and then
break through it, and then they're all charging. Yeah, but I saw this chant trailer.
Ibambe!
That was freaking epic. Like all the Wakandans, they're like freaking armies. Like T'Challa is like yelling and shit.
He's like Ibambe, and they're like Ibambe, Ibambe, Ibambe.
Like that was
freaking epic. And that's
like straight up Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
But
and
with
the chant was so cool. And then you see like Black Panther, he's ecstatic, and he's like, you see like the determination in his face. He's like, we need to like stop this, and it's not for us, but it's for the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And now that we are like helping the world and stuff, we have
we do not fight for one life. We fight for all of them.
And then he's like, get Ibambe, and everybody's Ibambe. So cool.
Freaking epic. It's like the Rohirrim charge.
The thing is, we need to like, I think we need to close, but
we need to sort of wrap it up. But
my body is just so ready. I need this movie in my life.
Yes.
It needs to like, I hope somebody dies. That's just my opinion.
Oh yes. Well, Loki's gonna die, and then. Steve,
but because like the scene we talked about that with like the holding that he's actually holding Thor's face and like making him look,
like making him watch as they stab Loki.
And then Loki really dies because that man has like died how many times now?
He died in Thor 1, in Thor 2.
A great movie, by the way.
And
So I hope he dies for real.
He's gonna go.
Yeah. And I need to because I mean at this point, not that he's a bad character, but the scenes with him are kind of.
He's been in it for so long, like after this, and it would be cool if he
redeems himself.
And
yeah.
And it's like, oh man, he still loves Thor.
That he like does
Like,
some.
that was kind of like set up in Ragnarok.
Yep. So I hope he does something like he deceives Thanos by like giving Thanos a stone, and then Thanos thinks that's a stone, and then he puts it in his like gauntlet, and then it disappears, and he's like, "Oh, haha, it isn't a stone; it's like a mimic or something." And then the stone is thrown by completely else, like completely different place, and then he like picks up Thor's face, and he kills Loki. That would be cool.
But in the trailer, you see that Loki, like, he has a Tesseract.
Yeah.
And then, like, in the other trailer, there's a shot of Thanos, like, crushing the Tesseract and then putting the Infinity Stone on his gauntlet.
And I hope that's a mimic, because that's what Loki does. He like deceives people, so he can make like fake shit.
So makes a fake Infinity Stone.
Yeah, and then the Infinity Stone is in a completely different place. People are like,
But you see
taking it away.
in Ragnarok, when Loki has to grab the
he
Surtur head, he sees the Tesseract.
And he takes
and
it. So I think,
takes it.
and then maybe he brings it to another place, and then like he makes a fake one and gives it to like the guy, and then like he becomes really angry and then freaking kills him.
That could maybe.
It could, because that's the thing, and then he dies deceiving somebody for a good cause.
Yeah,
and then he just dies.
Then that will make sense. Yeah.
But I mean, we don't know. We just need to see the movie.
Oh man, we gotta freaking see this movie, and it freaking sucks because we can see it like on Tuesday night, and then like
we're seeing it in 7 days.
Yeah. Like
1
we
week.
know that it's out, and we know that it's showing, but we can't go yet.
I'm just gonna go there on my own and not tell you.
Yeah.
And like I'm watching it said, I'm like, oh, so cool.
Oh wow, that was so surprising.
I'm so surprised by this movie.
I didn't know. Okay, well, let's just wrap it up.
Yeah,
we are freaking hyped. Next week review.
Woo!
And okay, watch my Infinity War stop motion.
It's great, man.
It's great.
It's great. China.
Phenomenal. It's the first one where I've actually used CGI.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Check it out. And until next time, we will see you
later.